Right. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everyone. As always, have an amazing day. 3 things I'm thankful for: my phone, a cord, and my water bottle. Okay. So, I want to clarify something because I told y'all a lot of times I can like write titles down on stuff, but I try not to pre-think. But there are times where I see certain songs and stuff or shows or whatever, and I just put together, and we're gonna hope for the best. So in my last video, I was talking about day and night. So just to clarify, because if you see one of the videos, it's of Mike Tyson, and then after that you see the other videos. So I want to clarify. So my main thing is this: I want everyone in the world to be able to allow themselves to be excited, allow themselves to try new things. I'm not saying you gotta go hang out in the club. That's not what I was explaining. I'm not promoting that to the kids. One thing about me is wherever my energy is pulling, I speak it in that language. Okay. The video was basically a bunch of different things that all came together. In my head, at least did. So depending on what's going on in your life, you might hear it one way compared to someone else. The message I'm about to explain now is not to clarify that you're right or wrong, but I just want to clarify with the music that I attach. So when I explain about excitement, I want you to get comfortable with that dark side of you. Okay? That dark side is there to test you sometimes too. It's like this, that your dark side is your fears. Okay? It's the dark. It's your fears. It's like when you turn all the lights off type energy. It's your fears. And when I was talking about hanging out at night, it's because when you out at night, that's the only time you feel normal for a lot of people, because that dark side is outside at night. So you feel comfortable. It's your comfort zone. It doesn't mean you're hanging out, going out, doing stuff. You could be at home, outside on the porch, and hanging with your friends and family. But a lot of times when it's dark time, when people have that dark energy in them that is controlling them, a lot of times they like to be out at night, or they like to be by themselves, because dark energy is a lonely energy. Or it's like, it sometimes can be like aggressive energy. It comes in different forms, but it's negative. Okay. So when you see the dark outside or whatnot, when you see a dark outside, that's a lot of times why y'all feel like that's the best time to have fun. It's because now you feel like, you're in your comfort zone. That's why y'all hang out clubs. That's why y'all go do this and go do that. I understand we have day jobs. I get it. Even with kids, I understand you have school and stuff. But a lot of times what people end up doing, sneaking out at night. All right? You don't see nobody sneaking out in the daytime. You just walk out the door because it's the daytime. You're not afraid. You walk out. At nighttime, a lot of times you're going out late. You're coming back late. Your energy changes. At first, you're happy. You're okay. But there's a part of you that has a little fear because you don't know what's going to happen around you. You don't know what's going on. That's why a lot of times people like to be in crowds. That's why people go hang out in groups, because they scared of being in the dark by themselves. That's why when y'all go out, you take a friend with you or this and that. If it wasn't so scary, why in the world you at there going, why were you going groups? You don't do groups in the daytime. Don't get me wrong, you do to a certain extent, but majority of the time it's at night. All right, that's because the part inside of you is afraid of the mishaps, afraid of missing something, afraid of missing out on fun, afraid of missing out on life. Okay, because when you think of the dark, a lot of times within you think of death. So you want to have as much fun as possible. It's like, in a way, people feel like they cheating death in a way. It's that. Okay. Another way of explaining it is when there's opportunities of when someone says something hateful, right? You know how like people joke, but you can tell when a person joking and they just clowning, but they got a good heart. And then you can tell the difference between someone that's clowning and they being hateful. And you got to figure out when is it okay to laugh and when it's not okay to laugh. Because when you know someone is just joking or whatever, because this is how we go back and forth, you can laugh at that. But the thing is, I don't want you to feel bad if on the inside someone says something and it's hateful, that you feel bad that you feeling that way. Acknowledge why you feeling bad, because that lets you know if the crowd you in is not the crowd you need to keep. You need to start acknowledging that. Why am I hanging around these people that's saying hateful, like joking and being hateful about it? Why is it that I feel like I want to laugh? Is it because I don't think that this person a friend? Do I really feel this way about them? Because this checks yourself. This checks you to see, am I really a good friend? Am I really a good parent? Am I really a good associate? Or I'm a really good neighbor? However, why is it that when someone is trying to hurt someone, I get excited about it? But if someone does it to me, I can't stand it. Why are you being like this? Why are you being like that? Okay, so that's when I talk about the boxing. You need to know what type of company you keep. If you're in the right company, they're going to be able to understand you. So when you in a ring, it don't look like you fighting. You're dancing because you're mimicking the energy you in. So you don't have to worry about if when they're gonna jab you, when they're gonna punch you, or when they're gonna uppercut you, because y'all making the same moves at the same time. Like, man, this place, something's going on. Let's go. Hey, you know what? Maybe we can stay 5 minutes, 10 minutes longer. We're going to do that. Or you know what? Maybe we might need to just go, don't even go at all. Because the company you keep going to dance the same way you dance. You understand me? But they also know how to maneuver to help you when those times when you don't know what's coming for you, they can hit for you. Hey, let's go. Let's go. No, I want to stay here and hang out with my cousin or hang out with my friends. Nope, the energy off. It's time for us to go. We need to head on out of this place early because I feel like something's going on. You understand? Day and night, understand. You can enjoy life, but also understand how to maneuver. So the other part of it is like the songs I have. So the other part to this is bridging the gaps, because it's not just about day and night for yourself. It's about day and night for others. You're not just living in this world by yourself. And I know you're like, man, I ain't caring about them and this and that. Well, you still need to understand, because these are the same people that's going to be driving at night too. Okay? And these are the same people that's going to be driving during the day. So don't mean that if they walking past you in class, don't mean that they going down the street, or if they in a grocery store or at your job. You still got to know how to handle it, because excitement is everywhere. But all excitement is not good excitement. You understand? So you need to make sure that you're paying attention to the traffic around you. You need to pay attention to what's going on around you. Because sometimes when people fight, you don't even know if they're behind you. And I'm not telling you to put your hands on somebody, but understand when there's darkness creeping in, please turn your light on so you can be able to notice when someone is trying to uppercut you, when someone trying to punch you, when someone trying to jab you. Because some people don't do it in front of you, they do it behind your back. But when you understand life and you understand how to maneuver, you can dance in any type of environment. You can be able to dance around any type of situation. So whenever you're doing anything in life, you can enjoy it because you know the dance moves that's coming. Okay? So in the video at first, like I said, I had a Mike Tyson to show you what it looked like when you're going against something, when you're not in the right energy. Okay? The wrong excitement. All right? You're going to have to maneuver. But then the other parts, like I said, bridging the gap. In this world, we have different generations. We got the older heads, the middle heads, and the younger heads, and the baby heads. Okay. In this world, we all look at life differently. I have a couple different songs, and yes, majority of them is black, but then it was like some younger kids. But if you actually look at each song, they basically all saying the same thing. They all saying the same thing about day and night. Understanding the difference. And then also the movements that we have to make. Okay? In this world, you're not just learning the dance moves for your genre or your generation. You learn everybody dance move. We all dance differently around here. Okay? So when someone communicating with you, maybe you never seen that dance move before, that song before, or heard that information before. Still learn it. Listen to it. Use discernment. Discernment is understanding what energy you're in, day or night energy. Okay? What energy you're in. So you'll know how to utilize that energy. Maybe it could be something negative, but acknowledge it so then when you go around somewhere, when you feel that same vibe, you know how to punch and walk away. Not physically, but spiritually, it's time to go. You understand? And it's even with kids. Sometimes these kids can get a little rowdy and they get excited and they get rowdy. And sometimes you want to choke up your child and be like, you better get yourself together. You know what? Pull it back. That's a jab. Pull it back. You good, baby. Walk off. Walk off. And just walk off. They want a little bit of excitement. Just walk off. And just tell them, you better be glad that ain't punched. Don't physically hit the kids. But you know, everybody disciplined different ways, but at the same time, just understand, because maybe they trying to get underneath your skin because they need some excitement. So you need to know when they're trying to jab you, when they trying to uppercut you, when they trying to punch you. No different than the parents. Hey kids, be mindful, because the parents sometimes can get froggy too, and they get excited and they got a lot of things going on up in the dome and they get rowdy and stuff, and you didn't clean your room right, or you did do something and then they forgot that they was the ones that did something. So you need to be mindful when they about to jab you and be like, hold up. You remember you was the last one that ate that piece of cake. I did not do that. You understand? See, excitement doesn't mean you have to go outside. It can literally be inside a home. So, like I said, once y'all understand the energy, understand the day and the night, understand the gap between it all, you will understand each person's level of excitement. I know it sometimes that might sound like a lot, but when you learn yourself, you also learn everything else around you. You know what you need to know when you need to know it. So that's what I'm basically saying. So when y'all look at the songs, you're going to realize that we all saying the same thing. We just dancing a little bit different, but we all doing the same steps. Don't matter if it's the way we step, the way we dress. Everything has been reused so many times, but it's time for us to finally get to a point we come together and bring everything together and use it the right way, instead of fussing at each other saying, you don't understand me, you don't understand me, no, you don't understand me, or you don't know what fun is, you don't know what this is. We all been down that road. We all know what it looked like. We all know what it sounds like. But we need to get it right so we can teach the little heads, but when they get older, to understand that world of excitement, how to utilize it. Again, like I said before, yeah, being mean is easy. We all laugh. We have all laughed at somebody else's pain before. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. We all have. We all have laughed at someone else's pain and thought that was fun. We all laughed at something that wasn't right. And, you know, we all done that. But there's other types of excitements out here where you don't have to focus on the negatives and you can focus on the positives. So just make it make sense. Figure it out. It's not no pressure, but I just want y'all to be prepared when you're in the ring of life, okay? Because I don't want you to get caught up and get to the point where you get knocked out and you don't get another chance at enjoying life the way you should. And that's that part. The other part to this, which is going to be a short message. So after I did that video, I noticed a couple things. So I've been leveling up, y'all. I just haven't been talking about it. But that video was the first time I was outside that I noticed that you can see the light changing in the sunlight. It was my first time actually noticing it for myself. Y'all probably seen it, but for me, myself, it was my first time. Hold on, my eye. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's itching. But it was the first time that I noticed the aura in the sunlight being outside. I'm only noticing it at certain points, but for it to be that bright and to see that, so I noticed that. But what happened is, after I got done with the video, I walked to the store. Hold on, I have to say it. I walked to the store and I noticed something. So when I was in the store, there was this lady pushing a cart with a family member, and she's blind. And I was walking past her, and because she's blind, she felt my energy before I got past her, and the way she moved, it looked like if I punched her. that's the way my energy hit her. She jumped back. She was like, oh my God. Well, not so much oh my God, but she was like, she bounced back. And you would have thought that I hit her the way she bounced back. So I just want y'all to know that if you are blind or going yeah, I'm gonna just say for blind right now. If you're blind and I end up coming around you, I don't want you to be afraid of me, because my energy is going to approach you before I do. So if you feel it, it's not the fact that I touched you or anything like that. It's because since your vision is gone, all you can do is go off of vibrations and energy. So by me seeing that and noticing that, I just want to put that out here. So whenever I do come around more people, and if that's the case, I don't want you to be alarmed or think like I did something. It's just my energy comes through before I do. So literally, I didn't bother her nothing. It's just as soon as I got close up on her, it's like she was in shock. So yeah, so just to let y'all know that I just, I ain't trying to scare anybody or nothing. I know I can be scary sometimes, but I ain't trying to be that way. I'm always gonna be honest with y'all. So I just want to put that out there. What else? Yeah, so that's basically, it's a lot that's been going on. I know I haven't did no updates, but it's a lot been going on. I found out a lot of information. I went way back in time. I went way back. But I'm not gonna get onto that topic. It'll be a time and place. It ain't nothing bad, but it'll be a time and place for that. Other than that, I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing these videos every single day. I'm not sure. I did that video while I was walking, and I was kind of skeptical if I wanted to post it. So I'm just giving you a heads up. I don't know if I'm gonna continue doing videos every single day. So I don't want y'all to be sitting there just waiting for me. Be like, hope she do it today. Hope she do it today. Just go do what you've been doing. Because things are starting to be more random again. Because even my sleep is starting to change again. It's like I go through one phase and then I change. I can't stay still for nothing. I'm always doing something. I'm always changing up. So by the time y'all kind of think y'all close to figuring me out, I'm 10,000 years ahead of you onto something else. It's literally like that. I've been bouncing around like crazy. But yeah. Other than that, is there anything else that I need to talk about? No, I think that's about it. So I don't really have no taglines or anything, but I just hope everyone continue, doing what's right. Live life. Just be mindful. You got a brain, use it. Continue walking out on love. If you walk in love, then you always know you in light. Again, don't be afraid of that other side of you. Get to understand that dark side of you. Again, we all have a dark side. And the more you run from it, the more it comes after you. So enjoy it. Get to understand it. Love it. It is what it is. And just because you have that dark side doesn't mean you have to be super evil. Just even saying no is considered as a negative thing. So don't allow yourself to feel bad. So whenever you feel like those thoughts sometimes that can try to run in, just question yourself and ask, where is this energy really coming from? Because when you run from those thoughts, all they doing is getting enhanced. Because if you don't talk about it down, it's gonna come back and pop you upside the head later. So even with kids, when you see them do things, talk to them. Even my son, he does some things sometimes, and I ask him, why you do this? What's going on in your head? What do you feel? What's going on? What emotions do you feel? When you see yourself, is it yourself? Is it another spirit? I literally, I did it the other day. My son was talking, and out of nowhere, he had a moment. And I talked to him. Instead of me getting mad at him because he had a moment, I saw his personality switch. And when I saw the other side switch, I was like, hold up, pimpin', what's going on? Okay, I ain't say pimpin', but I do talk to him like that because I'm myself. It is what it is. But anyway, but I asked him, I said, what's going on? I asked him what he could see. I asked him sometimes when he's in that mode, what emotions he's going through at that time. If he can see someone, who is it? What is it? And yeah, I do that. And sometimes it could be his alternate spirit. Sometimes kids, they don't realize they blank out and they go into a whole nother world. So what I told my son the other day, just keep saying Jesus' name over and over again. So when that night, that dark side comes out, just keep saying Jesus as right now. Just keep saying Jesus. And every time he said it, pops right back and he's back on track again. Because sometimes these kids, they jump into that mode and then excitement comes. And I ain't talking about the good one. Excitement comes in and sometimes they don't even know they doing it. So make sure you paying attention. If you paying attention to your kids and listening to them, you can tell when they switching lanes. So you can tell when the lights go out. If you can tell when the lights go out, then you know how to talk to it. You need to know how to have your light on so you know how to talk to the dark that's inside of them. Because you don't know how to talk to the dark inside of them, don't get mad when they control you and then y'all both have an excitement of your life. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.